All right, last example here, example 3 for 2-7. Two supplementary angles are related in the following manner. The larger angle is 10 less than 4 times the smaller. What is the difference between the two angles? Okay. So this one a little different than what we've seen so far because 1, there's no diagram, and 2, we have to do some translating here. However, there is a key vocabulary word that we need to look at, and that would be supplementary. We know that supplementary angles add up to 180 degrees. So we're going to use that at some point. So my problem tells me I'm dealing with two angles, which means that I'm going to need to have two let statements here, a larger and the smaller. So the larger angle equals smaller angle equals. And per usual, I'm just going to start with some let statements. All right, so they tell us that the larger is 10 less than 4 times the smaller. So that sentence is talking about the larger one, which means that I don't have any information about the smaller one, which means that the smaller one has to be my plain old x. So now 10 less than 4 times the smaller. 4 times the smaller, which is x, and then 10 less with that is that minus 10 at the end. So now that I've created the two expressions, I can use the fact that I know that they're supplementary, which means they add up to 180, to make an equation. And that equation is going to look like my larger angle plus smaller angle is going to be equal to 180 degrees. And again, because we know they're supplementary. You have to have that because piece, that explaining why. So looking at my equation, I've got that 4x minus 10 plus the smaller angle is equal to 180. 5x minus 10 is equal to 180. 5x is equal to 190. Divide by 5, x is equal to whatever 190 divided by 5 is, which is so conveniently 38. So now, just remembering to answer what the question was asking. This question was asking me the difference between the two angles. So remembering that difference means subtract, which means they want me to subtract those two angles, which in order to do that, I need to know what those two angles actually are. So we have the smaller angle being 38 degrees because that's my plain old x. And then the larger angle is going to be whatever I get when I do 4 times 38 minus 10. 4 times 38 gives me 152. Minus 10 is 142. Okay, so I know that the larger angle is 142 and the smaller is 38. So to find the difference between those, I'm going to subtract. So 142 minus 38 is equal to 142 minus 38 is equal to 104 degrees is the difference. Boom. So not hard math-wise, but you do need to make sure that you're looking up those relationships and that you know what's going on.